Hey, fire signs, it's Nicola. So this will be for January the 9th, 2020. Yes, I'm cold. That's why I look like this. All right, so let's see what messages we have. This is for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is for January the 9th, 2020. What messages do we have for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? January the 9th. Okay. What guidance do we have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What guidance do we have for Aries? We have two. So the first one we have is Goddess of Strength. It says, stand up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your ground. Okay. The next message we have is Goddess of Oneness. It says, someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. All right. So let's see what messages we have for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for January the 9th. Messages for Leo. Leo, we have Angel of Finances. It says, honor and give thanks for the blessings you are about to receive. What messages do we have for Sagittarius? All right, Sagittarius, we have Angel of Families. It says the angels surround both you and your family at the moment. The underlying message we have is Goddess of the Unknown. It says a new chapter of your life is around the corner. Remove fear and embrace the unknown. All right. So let's see what messages we have. My kid. Oh, hold up. He went outside. All right. So let's see what messages we have. This is for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is for January the 9th, 2020. What messages, what guidance do we have for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What messages, what guidance do we have for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? January the 9th, 2020. Messages, guidance for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. January the 9th, 2020. I hope I said that right a minute ago. I feel like I didn't. I can't remember, but I feel like I didn't. So, Ten of Pentacles here, King of Cups. Ooh. So some of you guys, this has to do with a relationship, either dealing with a water sign. King of Cups is Cancerian energy, but this could also be any water sign. This could also be a man that's in a space of wanting to extend his energy, mastering his emotions. Tens do represent endings, but this can also represent wealth. All right. So we have the Nine of Cups. I feel like someone is in a space of gaining happiness, gaining material happiness within the situation. Nine of Wands. Someone is mastering a cycle toward someone is completing something. I started off the reading with two nines. With the Six of Swords, someone's most definitely in a space of moving forward. Someone's completing a previous commitment. 10, 10, 10. Completions and endings. Most definitely. That's your title. Whoop, whoop. Yep. Something's ending. You're very much to a space of completing something in your life. Eight of Swords. You're completing an interference. Something that was interfering with you being able to move forward, you're completing that. And I feel like it was a previous commitment. Something that, again, you were committed to. That was a conflict. Some of you guys have dealt with someone that had some questionable motives, put it like that. So Nine of Cups here, I feel like you're in a space of allowing your concerns to fade away, especially with this Nine of Wands. You're finding your strength to just not give a fuck no more. All right. Why is this Nine of Cups here? 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 We have the Eight of Swords. I'm trying to tell you, some of you guys had mental interference around a situation, maybe feeling as though you were trapped. You don't give a fuck no more. So with the Two of Wands, I do feel like you're at a crossroads here. Four of Pentacles here. I feel like you're standing in your own, you're making a decision to create a firm foundation for yourself by moving into your own dominion. Seven of Pentacles here. I feel like you're investing into something new. Now, for some of you guys, you are blocked because you were dealing with a situation that was unsuccessful here, or having failing. You were dealing with a situation that was failing. There was no growth in it. I don't know why. You were blocked. Two of Pentacles. You were blocked because you were investing in an unsuccessful situation. Shit. Get it out. So I do feel like for some of you guys, it could also have been that you were blocked because you were at a space of waiting to see what was going to come from a situation. No longer in a space of waiting anymore. Nine of Wands here. Very much in a space of overcoming, moving forward. We have the Ace of Swords here. So I feel like you have mental clarity. Eight of Cups. Some of you guys know that you got to walk away, or you know that walking away is going to lead you to your wish fulfillment. So you walked away from a situation. You found your strength to walk away from cycle. 3 8s here, 2 9s, and 2 10s. Y'all are completing a cycle. This is completions. This is endings. This is transitionings. This is like finna move into a whole new world. Some of you guys are definitely in a space of moving toward peace in your life because you're finding the strength to get over and be persistent in moving away from interferences. Now, you are still in a space of mentally interfered, but you're overcoming that. You're almost to the end of this shit. Almost to the end, but you know, almost don't count. We gotta end it. Some of you guys are still dealing with some fears. Almost done. All right, you're still dealing with some fears, still dealing with some stuff that is within inside of yourself. So with the Six of Swords here, I do feel like you're moving forward, or someone's moving forward. We have the Hierophant in reverse. So I feel like you're letting go of some beliefs. I feel like you're seeing clearly. Now, some of you guys, you could be moving away from a relationship, or it could be moving away from a Taurus. With the Sun card here, so Taurus could be moving away from you. With the Hermit here, I don't think this is any sign. Knight of Pentacles here. I feel like this is a relationship that you've had, or a commitment. I feel like this is a commitment or a relationship that you had that you're seeing clearly was creating problems. So I feel like for some of you guys, you're moving forward. You're letting go of the belief that this was happy, because you know that it's not happy. You went within yourself and you realized that it was just keeping you stuck. It was a cooperation. Some of you guys had a partnership. Some of you guys with the Seven of Cups and Three of Pentacles, you could have been confused about this partnership because there were some responsibilities in it, but I feel like you're done. I feel like for some of you guys, this isn't even about a person. This is more about you choosing to get out of your own way and move toward a new cycle in your life. All right, so with the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands in the subconscious. Why is this Ten of Wands in the subconscious? Why is this Ten of Wands? We have the Lover's card here. I feel like for some of you guys, yeah, you had a burdened lover here. Transformation. Ooh, 2 10s on that. Yeah, World card with the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys are moving into a whole new world, but you have to overcome this first. I got 3 10s here. 2 10s clarifying the Ten of Wands. So we got the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Wands with the Death card. This is a total transformation. I might need to put that, but you're almost done. You're really in a space of seeing what is oppressing you. You're seeing what is creating this interference. I feel like you're making a decision to be happy by putting an end to the burdens of a situation. Still, Eight of Swords ending this reading out. That means that there's still some sort of fear. El Diablo, devil. So some of you guys got the last step here is facing your ego. You're almost there. You're laying down the burdens of a situation, but you're needing to face your ego, face your fears, and embrace the end of this difficult ass situation. I got 10s every motherfucking where. 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. World card is 2 10s put together. Eight of Pentacles here. I feel like some of you guys are really in a space of having some negative or fear-based thoughts about investing into something or creating something solid for self. Or some of you guys, if this isn't you, someone else has an interference. You feel what I'm trying to tell you? Some of you guys are moving toward happiness. You're very persistent in that action. I feel like for some of you guys, you're making a decision to be happy, letting go of oppressions, moving forward in your life. I do feel like for some of you, there is going to be something stable that comes from this. For everyone that's moving out of this, I feel like there's going to be something stable. But the last step is to remove the mental prisons that you've created for yourself so that you can work on getting on the right path or work on building this solid foundation that you deserve. I feel like for some of you guys, the last step, like I'm telling you, is facing your own fears. And those fears are keeping you trapped. Don't move out of fear, okay? Let go of the fear and see things clearly. I feel like the fear that some of you guys have is kind of based in your own, or based in some faulty beliefs. Listen, just because somebody tells you something, like, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I was told a lot of shit growing up that if I believed, I wouldn't be sitting here reading to you guys right now. You feel what I'm trying to tell you? I wouldn't have the confidence or the esteem that I have in myself right now if I had listened to some of the things that were constantly on a daily basis told to me growing up. But these were based off of other people's beliefs and how they live their lives. I had to become wise enough to understand that your beliefs do not have to equate to my beliefs. You and me are two different people. So some of you guys, you were basing your life off of someone else's beliefs or someone else's words of saying what is right and what is wrong. But what is right and wrong in someone else's life may not be right and wrong in your life. And for some of you guys, a lot of this has to do with your childhood. It has to do with what your mama told you, what your daddy told you, what your auntie, what your uncles told you, what you've seen, what you learned in church. You have to let those beliefs go. You have to unplug from the mass consciousness. People, especially stuff that you learn in like church and religion and in school, those are things that are taught on a mass level. That has nothing to do with you because you are an individual person. So some of you guys, you are moving forward, but you have to remove those last blockages, those last mental interferences, the ego that has been placed on you in order for you to truly be free. So let's see what guidance we have. And y'all, I'm gonna be real with you. I guess I know it. I'm gonna be real with you. If I'm a doctor, I feel like if my mom had raised me, I would have a strict belief into thinking everything that she says is cement. You feel what I'm trying to tell you? Like, but because I was raised by someone that, and not mind you, I love my mama, my adopted mama. I love her to death. She means the world to me. But because I was raised in a family that was not my own, and I was exposed to different beliefs. I was exposed to different religions, different beliefs, different walks of life. I had multiple families, multiple adoptive families, step families. Like I had multiple extended families. So I got to see things from a lot of different perspectives, something that I probably would not have been able to see had I been raised in my original family. Because of that, my view around traditions was vastly different from those that grew up in, one parent or two parent households, because I got to see things from a different perspective. I spent summers way away from the family that I was raised with, and I spent weekends with different families, you know what I'm saying? So I got to see things from a different perspective. I got to see that life ain't always the way that somebody says it is in a book. You feel what I'm trying to tell you? I'm gonna be real with you. And I've seen people grow up different ways, and I got family to this day from one side of my family that still all of them think exactly alike, because all of them think exactly alike because of the way that the head of the family thought on that side of the family. And on another side of the family, it's the exact same way, but I got to see it from multiple perspectives. So now I'm just like, okay, every religion has different values. Every household has different values. You have to break away from the traditions or what you were taught and create your own traditions, because again, you are an individual person. Transformation. This is what's going on here. And some of you guys are seeing that. So let's see what messages we have. And I remember for a long time trying to be this person that I thought my mother wanted me to be, until I had to wake up one day and realize I'm not you. You made your decisions in your life. I love you to death, but I have to make decisions in my life that fit my life. The more I tried to be like my mom, the more depressed I became, the more stuck I became. I had to choose to be me. I had to choose to live my life the way that fits for my life. My life is not like anybody else's. And I learned that the hard way. So let's see what messages we have. And I still battle with, beliefs, because of I got family that's, look at me crazy for what I do now based off something they believe growing up. Whatever. So let's see what messages we have. Y'all, I know y'all probably gonna laugh, but my dad even, and my dad loves me to death, but my dad will even be like, because I do Reiki, and I did it on my mom one time, and she like broke out in sweats because she had a condition that caused it to have to burn away. My dad legit will not let me touch him, like hand to skin. Like I can hug him, but if I put my hands on him, he can be like, you do that voodoo shit. And I'm like, I don't do no fucking voodoo. But in my dad's mind, because he equates everything that is supernatural or anything that is not of normal, day-to-day type of things, he equates that to doing voodoo. He sees candles lit in my house. He sees incense lit, and he swear to God, I'm doing witchcraft. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm just clearing the energy in my house bad. Like, what the fuck? But it's funny and we laugh about it, but that's legit because of how my father was raised, because of how he grew up believing things. He legit feels like anything that I do that is not of a Christian way, Southern Christian at that, it's voodoo. And if you guys are very spiritual, you know that this is not voodoo. You know that this is not anything of witchcraft. This is just legit spirituality. It's about being open and being spiritual. My dad does not see it that way. He thinks, and I quote, I do voodoo, which I do not. Just for the record, I do not do voodoo, guys, at all. I do not. Even for those of you that have, requested for me to do spell cast, I don't work against nobody's will. I don't bind nobody. I don't work against nobody's will. I don't do nothing to harm another person. Hell to the fuck no. Because all that shit come back on you. And plus, I don't want to be binding nobody and keeping nobody where they don't want to be fucking kept. Go about your business. So let's see what messages we have. This is for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius moving forward. I just thought I'd share that because, it's funny. Like, they always, when I go to, like, barbecues and stuff, that's, like, the joke. Because my daddy always like, yes, you do that voodoo shit. And I'm like, no, the fuck I don't. So what messages do we have for Aries? What guidance do we have for Aries? Easy does it, Aries. It says there's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring within perfect timing. Capricorn got that as well. What messages do we have for Leo? Boundaries. So Leo, it says love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. What messages do we have for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? We got two. So the first one we have is prosperity. It says the universe is pouring its abundance. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving it. We also have purification. It says it's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. The underlying message I have for all of my fire signs is High Priestess. It says you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teachings. So this is all I have. Until next time, y'all. Peace.